Hey there, Rachel Adams here, and I had a few of you asking me about my team retreat. I had a really successful team retreat the other day. We like to do them quarterly if possible, and obviously 2017 is coming up, and I think the misconception a lot of people have is that you need to start prepping, in December for January. Well, reality is we had ours in October because what we do in real estate today, we get paid 90 days from now. So we wanted to make sure that 90 days from now, we have a paycheck and a strong one at that. So we decided to do our team retreat. And I had so many people asking me what our itinerary was and what it looked like. So I wanted to show you an example. So this visually is kind of the cover of what we had, and it basically says the Rachel Adams Group dominates 2017, and we had it broken down from morning, afternoon, and evening. Now, a few tips for you planning a retreat. Now, we have 3 preferred lenders on our team, and what that means is that we involve each of them. Retreats can be pretty expensive if you're not watching out, so what we made sure is that all of our lenders got to not only participate so they feel included and valued, but we had them help us with the costs. So we had one of them do breakfast, and they taught our team about appraisals and how to read them. Another one do lunch, and they talked about some upcoming programs and stuff. And then another one do dinner, and they really went more for the life balance personal approach, which was cool. So what I was told from my business coach, because you all know how much I believe in coaching, is that you share the responsibility. And sharing responsibility, we also know, is called leverage. So we included different people in our planning to help leverage. The lenders that work with your team, they're an extension of who you are, and they know your style and your system, and they want to help you as well. So it's really nice to involve them and also share in the costs, and they all provided food. So we had all our meals paid for, which was phenomenal. Okay, so the way that we separated our program was basically that we had the beginning was all about leadership. So it was, different activities and things we could do to develop them as leaders. And also you're always constantly showing, why they join your team and the value you provide. And then we had a section for admin. So our admin department, that was their opportunity to go over some systems and flow and maybe some things that haven't been working as well, and where we have opportunities for growth on the team from the admin department, just kind of, solidifying that role. And then the last part was lead generation. Now, lead generation is obviously the most important part of a real estate business. Without leads, we don't have a business. So we got to really dig into our database. Now, I'm going to go through with you kind of what we did for our team. So the first thing we have, again, this is our itinerary. First thing we had was our team arrived, and we had a big announcement. So everybody got to the house. There was music playing ahead of time. We were on one big long table. It was actually in my formal dining room. Told everybody kind of casual clothes. And the big announcement was that we were rebranding. We were changing to the Rachel Adams Group. So we had champagne pop and, a really fun, high energy start to the day. And then the next thing we did was an icebreaker. So we wanted to make sure that everybody felt comfortable and was kind of on the same playing field. So we did a really fun icebreaker where we took 3x5 card, and everybody wrote on the card 3 things about themselves. Sometimes they were funny, sometimes they were serious, and we folded them. And then we put all the cards into a hat. And then we took turns going around the table, and everybody would pull the card out of the hat, and we would talk about, and then everybody had to guess who the person was. So it was really fun and silly, and some people could guess it right off the bat, and other people, couldn't guess it. I said that one of my 3 was that I could bathe in hummus, which is bizarre, and I freaking love hummus. So, but we just celebrated my birthday, and they gave me like a vat of hummus, so it wasn't so tricky. Okay, then we had breakfast. So after we had our icebreaker, one of our lenders came and he brought breakfast for us, which was super nice. And then he taught our team about appraisals, how to read through an appraisal. I think so many times people kind of get it and they don't even know what to do. So we wanted to make sure that that was something they clearly understood. The next thing that happened is my business coach called in. So I firmly believe in leverage, and I have someone who coaches me. So he actually called into the team, and we put him on speaker, and he talked to the team about goal setting. Mind you, this was prepping for 2017. We talked about our negotiables versus our non-negotiables, right? In your life, when you're doing, when you're setting your goals, what are your negotiables and what are your non-negotiables? And it was really powerful, and I was able to leverage part of my training for the day. Then we took a break and we had lunch. After lunch, we then moved into affirmation. So everybody, we taught how to turn a negative statement into a positive affirmation, because as we know, we are who. It's not about who we are right now, but it's about who we become. So we had everybody really get clear on who they wanted to become. And then that led into a beautiful, beautiful thing where we talked about vision boards. And so then we had a fun break after lunch, because people are kind of tired, right? And they're like, "Meh, I want to take a nap." And we're like, "No, you're going to get excited." So then what they did is we did vision boards. And it was really fun because I was able to talk to them. We closed our eyes and we had nice music playing. And I kind of walked them through a visualization exercise where I was able to talk about where they were in 5 years. So the ultimate beautiful life. 5 years from now, where are you? Who are you surrounding yourself with? What conversations are you having? What does your day look like? What really matters to you? No dream was too big. It was just like, if you could have anything you want in this world, what is that? And then with the vision boards, everybody opens their eyes and they're kind of like, dreamy eyed and excited. And then everybody gets magazines, and we told them ahead of time to prep kind of for the different categories. So fitness and health, travel, relationship, spirituality, all the different things that may matter for them. Some people want to buy helicopters, like whatever your jam is. And so some of them came with, things printed out ahead of time. And then other ones, we had magazines and fun stuff. We provided the poster boards, the magazines, the glue, the stickers. Then we had fun music playing, and everybody got to do their vision boards. And I will tell you, I actually didn't have an intention of having them present them, but walking around seeing the agents so excited and so jazzed about what they were creating for their future, I was like, we've got to share this. And while they were doing their vision boards, you can either do one-on-one, so you can pull them away and do a one-on-one coaching session for them as the team leader. Or what I did is I had my marketing gal come to the house, and she did a one-on-one with each agent, making them feel special, making them feel valued. And they got to prep their flow and their templates for 2017. Like, who are they? How do they want to come off to the community? What are their color schemes? And on my team, we do everything custom for each agent because we are branding the agents. They just happen to be on the Rachel Adams group, right? Keep them in your world, right? So as long as you make your world big enough to fit their vision, they're not going to leave you. So we did one-on-ones, and then everyone presented their vision boards. And some of you might have seen that picture that we posted on social media, but it was so powerful and so neat to get to see their goals and their visions for themselves and their family. And, as a leader, their goals become my goals. I'm successful when they achieve their goals and their dreams. So it's pretty neat for me to know what matters to them, because now it matters to me. Okay, then we moved into Investing 101. So I had a lot of our agents want to learn about passive income streams. So I did a quick, maybe 30 minutes to an hour we spent on investing, how to identify a flip, what it looks like. We have an investment company. I have R&R Investments that I started with my fiance Ryan, because he's my fiance now. And we talked about how to identify a flip and the win-win for them, in that process. And then we talked about listings. After that, we talked about just listings being the main legs of our business. And so then we talked about the main seller objections that we need to overcome. So we did a little bit of script practice and role play. After that, we then got clear on goals. So then it was goal setting, right? And what we realized is everyone needed to plan their goals around 2017. So the first thing we did, we had a sheet, and the top of the sheet said 2017, and it was basically how many transactions, how many houses, how many families they wanted to help in 2017. Then underneath that, we broke it down to buyers and sellers, because our team's a little bit untraditional in the respect that all of my buyers agents are also allowed to take listings. Again, make their world big enough. And then we broke down their year to what they needed to do each month, to what they needed to do each week, to what they needed to do each day. So we actually went all the way from a start and end time each day to what they needed to do each week 7 times, then each month 4 times, and then each year. So we really broke it down, got crystal clear on their numbers for them. And then after that, we talked about their different lead generation legs of their chair. So you guys have heard me talk about it before, that there are 4 legs to your lead generation business. So if there's 4 legs to a chair, what are the 4 legs to your lead generation chair going to be? Some people like door knocking, some people like open houses, some people like for sale by owners, whatever it is. Figure out what your jam is, figure out what your 4 legs of your chair are, and then you could do a 1, 3, 5 around each leg of your chair. So that's your lead generation part of it. And then after that, we had a really big announcement that when everybody achieves their goal, we're going to go on a cruise together to Mexico, and that will be funded by me. Again, you're always thinking the win-win. You want to have high energy, high excitement, and you want to have them help them achieve their goals. And reality is, with accountability and with your goals with your team, they are the ones setting the goals, and your job as a leader is to help hold them accountable. Now, you can't want it any more for them than they do. So it's really important that when they say they want to achieve these goals, they're willing to do the work and put the time in that it takes to hit the goals. And again, when they do win-win, you're obviously doing great because your team's killing it and everyone's achieving what they want. They're more likely to achieve that vision board if they're doing the right activities. And remember, it's not about making some big crazy goal and just going after it and not having a plan. What it is it's doing the right thing. So what should I do today? Well, I know that I need to, get 2 listings this week. Okay, so if that's the deal, then I need to be on my database. I need to be following my calendar. I need to be time blocking. I need to be, being proactive versus reactive with my time. I know you guys have heard me rant and rave about that in my last time blocking video. But, it's just getting super, super clear on how you're spending your time and what you're doing. And again, you can't want it any more than they do. So you are absolutely there to help hold them accountable and remind them of what they said they want to do, but they have to want it, right? And then we announced our big goal of going on a cruise together, super fun, high energy, lots of high fives, lots of hugs. And then we actually went to another location, one of our other lender's house for dinner. And it was cool because what we did for their activity is we went around the table and everybody shared their big their takeaway from the day. So it was really powerful, great team retreat. We had lots of tears at dinner, lots of gratitude spread, and it was an amazing way to spend the day and prep us for 2017. So that is your update on how the Rachel Adams Groups does a team retreat. I hope that you got some value out of it. And if you'd like some more tips and tricks for real estate or leadership, team growth coaching, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my YouTube channel below. Have a great day, you guys.